I really enjoyed this episode of Sword Magical Index, and one of the reasons why I think so I enjoyed it is just personally, I think so, is because this episode had a lot of character development in a way. Like, it wasn't all action like the last few episodes, which were like the last two episodes were just completely focused on the action. The animation again felt lacking, but not gonna get into that. I'll get into that, but I'll get into that later. Right now, I want to talk about what this episode really focused on and how it was basically focusing on basically the slice of life moments and stuff. Now, there is a thing here that I don't understand. How did they get back to Academy City? Because I have no idea. Did they actually explain that they're going back to Academy City or anything? Because I don't remember him saying that they're going out of whatever place they went to and then coming back to Academy City. They just popped out of nowhere. Like, I don't mind it at all because this was actually a good episode and it really got my attention on how well the characters got their development because each character got their own thing here. So I was pretty happy with it, especially Toba and Itsuo got their own character development, which again I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty happy to see Toma again, especially when he's one of my favorite characters. So uh, now here's a thing about this episode I really liked. I think so. This is the first time that Toba was like completely defeated or utterly defeated. In other words, like he was just destroyed completely, like one shot type of thing. Which I don't think so. Any of the episodes had it. Obviously, we come to the like we knew that who this guy was, and we knew he was powerful since like at the almost at the end, like I think it was episode 19 or something at the previous season, but it was almost at the end of the previous season when he he like pops out. I forgot his name, Aquasca, something like that. I don't remember, but he pops out and we see like he already gives a vibe of a strong person. And we see that, and when he comes to meet Topa and he's talking about his right hand and stuff and how he wants it. So that's pretty much what happens here, and he's pretty much declaring war on Toba basically. Like he wants Toba's right hand, and that's very obvious for why because it's the Imagine Breaker and stuff. So it's very obvious why they want Toba's right hand because of how powerful this sort of right-handed. Like he's a level 0 Esper, but he's a damn powerful person just in general, just because of that right hand. So it makes sense why he would want it. Plus, he is the follower of uh, the seat of the right hand. I think so. That's what they're called. I think so. That's what they're called. Seat of the right hand, right? Listen, it's been some time. It's been almost 6 years, okay, since I've actually watched Certain Magical Index. So that's a long time, to be honest, if it comes to Certain Magical Index. So just saying. Uh, Other than that, now, yeah, let's get into the things that I didn't like of this episode. Now, this episode was amazing in terms of character development, in terms of what they did with Toba and how they brought up the new quote unquote villain, I would say. I wouldn't even call, I don't know, should I call him a villain? Because I'm not sure. I think so. He's just justified himself to be right. I don't think so. He wants to get anyone harmed, but to just justify himself right, I think so. That's what his motive is and stuff. But again, I'm not sure about his motive, so I'm just gonna assume that right now he's the quote unquote villain of this arc. But now let's get into the important parts that I just didn't like. Again, the animation. It felt like the animation skipped a lot of frames. Like we see that Toba is getting pushed back by the spear and stuff, but there is no hit impact or anything like most of the anime does have. And I'm not talking about there was no action sequence with Toba. That guy, this guy just completely defeated Toba at the end. I'm not talking about that. I'm fine with that. Okay, you don't show me action sequences. I'm fine. You show me just this guy just getting just completely body. I'm fine with. I'm not saying about that. Like because it just shows how powerful a certain person is. If that person has already defeated this person by the time you see, you just cut to that chase. But I'm talking about just in general about how they kind of just skipped out all the impact punches. This guy is swinging around, but there is no like impact, and they're just flying. The characters are just flying. That's what it seemed like when he was actually using his spear or whatever that thing was, because we didn't see any of his shots connect, but we just see characters flying. So that's the only thing that I actually wasn't a big fan of. Like I know I'm being nitpicky, but it's just something that I feel like it was lacking in this episode and kind of down the episode because all over this episode was much better than previous two episodes. I already admitted it, but just to chill, like I don't had that because I expected like it'll impact everything. Because when I look at sequences, I mainly look for good animation and top-notch impact sequences because that's where the real blow comes out when it comes to action sequences. Not like it doesn't need to be every time, but most of the times the impacts are what is important. But there was no impact. His spear was not even touching him. It just Toma just flew in the air without the spear touching him. Itsuma just moved out of the way without the spear touching her. Like that was weird to watch. Anyways, that's the only thing I have to say. There were also some animation errors here and there, but I'm not gonna get into that because I really didn't care about it because most of the stuff that was the size of life were pretty fun, and it was pretty funny to see Thomas just getting into trouble over and over again, like his fire should break in, and then his roommate, like that guy girl spinning around. I forgot her name. She jumps in. Like there's just weird things going around him. So yeah. It's great to see Mikasa again too. Misaka. Stop it. Stop it. I said it Mikasa again. Misaka again too because Misaka like yeah, it's just great to see him. Like see him. Yeah, I'm just losing my mind right now at this point, right? But yeah, it was great to see Misaka again too. I'm waiting for Railgun season 3. I have to watch season 1 and 2 because I haven't watched it. But I'll get into that. I know I should watch Railgun season 1 and 2. I know, I know. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. Don't worry. I'm a fan of Southern Magical Index, but I haven't watched Railgun, so that's just that's just how it is. I know it's a great anime. That's I've heard it a lot of times. People saying to me that Railgun is a pretty damn good anime. It's much better than Index. I'll watch it. I'll personally sit down and watch and decide whether it's better than Index or not. But that'll just be me. So, but yeah, a lot of people have been saying that to me. But I'll definitely watch the Railgun Index soon because I do plan to uh make review on season 3 of Railgun Index, and I don't want to be uninformed on what's happening in Railgun. Railgun Index? What? Railgun, just Railgun. I'm not saying Railgun. I don't know why I said Railgun Index all of a sudden. But yeah, all over. It was a good episode. Not gonna lie. I don't know if they skipped anything because I know in the last two episodes they skipped a lot of things. I don't know if they skipped anything in this episode. So, yeah, let me know what you think about this episode. I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace.